What's up, everyone? Movie John back here. Today's little conversation piece is something about this guy, the young buck I work with. We talk every once in a while about different things and stuff, and today he come up to me and said, "Hey John, you got any hobbies?" Had myself a little chuckle for a minute. I was thinking, how do I explain everything that I like? So first thing I had to say is I collect movies, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I like comedies and stuff." And so you're a movie man? I said, "Yeah, I got like 1,100 Blu-rays and DVDs, VHS altogether," and kind of left it at that because I didn't really know what else to say. I'd come out and be like, just send them a link to my YouTube and say, "Here, watch this video. This is everything I like." I could have said, "Well, yeah, I collect movies, DVDs, VHS, Blu-rays. I collect records." With the music stuff, I'm a big music fan. I collect CDs and I collect cassettes. I collect posters, movie posters mainly. I'm gonna look around here. I collect vintage video games. I ain't got a whole lot right now, but I've been getting into that. I collect toys from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I collect newer toys too, or I guess pop figures, which I don't have a whole lot of. But just like newer toys and stuff related to movies and stuff. I now collect more Hot Wheels than I had before. I got another channel of that too, if you're interested in that. I'm trying to see what else I could say. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot that I collect, I collect garbage pail cards. I collect, what else is there I can collect? Shit, just so much stuff, man. It's funny that somebody asked me, do you got any hobbies? It's like, really, the first thing I said was, there's not a hobby I don't have. And I could have said, well, I'm a collector, and he'd be like, "Oh, of what?" And I was going to say, well, of everything, because I collect a little bit of everything. Oh God. Yeah, it's gotten out of control here in the last few years. And I had a lot of stuff before, and then, sold a lot of stuff off and regretted it. So collection's here to stay in this time until the man upstairs takes me away from this place. And if it's another 30 years, I'm going to have a whole lot of shit. So yeah, I don't really always come up front and tell people, well, I got a YouTube and all that stuff. Maybe I should have go ahead and sent them a link to that. But yeah, I should have told them I'd just collect anything I think is cool. I mean, I do collect a lot of vintage stuff. I collect newer stuff. Some of my shelves that I just got set up with all my vintage stuff are running over already. It's just crazy. I had to if you watch my videos, I have like a pegboard. Well, I'm trying to make more room for the Hot Wheels and stuff that I get, because the ones I do keep on card. And so I had to open up some stuff, some older stuff. And there's still more stuff over there to open up. I just want to do it slowly, because some of that stuff I don't like to open up. I don't. But it's going to have to go on the vintage shelf eventually, loose, because I got to have that pegboard for my damn cars and stuff. But yeah, it was funny that he asked me that today, and I could have just went into a long thing. But I was getting ready to go and do something I had to do, for my job. So I couldn't really go into a whole lot of detail. I just told him right now, hey, I collect movies, and I've got 1,100 and some or whatever. Not a real big collection, but to him, it's a lot. To me, it's not, because I know people out there that probably have 2 and 3 or 4 sizes the collection I have. And really the last so many, well, almost the last, since January, way back, December, January, I really haven't bought a whole lot of movies. And it's not that I'm just out of it or anything. It's just slowed down a lot because it's just not a whole lot of stuff. I just want to go with the quality over quantity, you know what I mean? And I'm mainly trying to buy more Blu-rays than anything. I mean, I got my damn DVDs boxed up right now. So if I got to find something, it's not too hard. I have them alphabetized, and I've got them numbered on the banker boxes that I got. I can get in there. I just have to move some stuff, you know, to watch something. But, so, you know, I'm just keeping the Blu-rays out. And the Blu-rays are getting pretty damn full. So I'm kind of being a little picky about collecting and stuff on that part. And, you know, flea market season is always, you know, either you buy a lot of movies or you buy a lot of figures or something. This year I've got quite a bit of figures and stuff added to the collection. And that is always the case. I mean, because I go to a lot of yard sales every weekend. I go to flea markets and stuff like that. So I'm getting a lot of stuff, you know, cheap most of the time. I do have specialty shops like Spookables, you know, I go to 80s Toys, the Cult Shop, and then the Toy Box now in Marion, Virginia. I went to that recently. I'd like to go back there eventually. And then I go to antique stores and stuff. And, you know, antique stores, a lot of people, when you tell them that, they're like, antique stores are probably expensive. Some can be, but there's some things that's not too bad on prices on stuff like that. And you can even find movies in the damn antique shops and stuff like that too. So, you know, don't count them out when you collect and stuff. You can find stuff there too. And you can always find the records and cassettes and CDs and stuff like that too, if you're into that. So, yeah, that's just a little thing I had in my head today, and I was thinking, you gotta talk about that. Yeah. But yeah, opening this stuff up over there, there's a few things I'm not going to open up. I won't open up my Owen Hart Blue Blazer figure because I've had two in the past, and I've opened them up. One time I gave them to my son. The other one I just, well, hell, both times I gave them to my son. Got one of them back, but he didn't have his cape thing and stuff on him. My Scareglow from Masters Universe, the newer ones, I don't know. He's not really worth a whole lot, but I just want to keep him in the pack. Tales from the Crypt Keepers, I'm definitely not going to be able to open them up. I'm going to have to. In the Waterworld movies, the figures I've got 4 of them, and I got some more Terminator figures. And the Terminator ones are not going to be hard to open up because I've got a lot of loose ones already, so I think them will be all right. But and then the Lost in Space stuff, Godzilla. Only thing about opening some of that stuff up is because they got so many little pieces, and if you don't put the pieces with them, you got to put them in a baggie, and I put them in a little trunk, and because I don't want to lose them and stuff. But stuff that's coming up, you know, I'm going to go ahead and stuff coming up this coming week. I'm going to go to Pikeville, Kentucky. I already had a short about that. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Me and Brandon One is going to be going, and if you're there and you see us, say hi. Might take a picture with you, or if you want to take a picture with me or be in the video, I can put you in the video. I definitely will be filming an MJTV video there. And then the next following week, we have Hillsville Flea Market again, which I have done a video in the past. Jason from Spookables will be there, so definitely will be filming there a little bit. Not as much as I had in the past, and I'm been working on my other channel for 2 weeks straight now. I think 16 videos or 17 videos I've got on there right now, and I've had a video up every night at 8 o'clock. And that's Diecast Johnny. I'll put the link in the bottom. If you're into Hot Wheels or any other diecast, movie-related stuff, you know, cars and stuff from movies and stuff, and just some other hot rods and stuff like that. I'll put the link in the bottom if you want to check that out and give me a sub. I think I'm up to 71 subs right now. I got a lot of views on a lot of, I got one that's got 1,500 views. I got one that's got over almost 12,000. I just ate dinner, sorry. I got one that's almost 12,000, but I only got 71 subs. It's funny that you get that many views on something like that. I got a bunch of other ones with 300 and 400. I got another one that's almost at 1,000 where we show off Cody's car collection. Rhonda's son and her grandson show off their Fast and Furious collection. That one's almost, it probably already at 1,000 now. It was at $9.99 this morning. So yeah, and hopefully here in a few days, maybe before I leave or maybe after the we do the con, I'm going to show an in-depth collection room update, and that's what I'm going to say is collection room, because it's not just a movie room anymore. It's got everything in it. And when I say in-depth, it's going to be a long video. It's going to go through a lot of stuff, and I'm going to show you a lot of stuff so you can see that I have a lot of stuff crammed in one little room. So yeah, and don't give up on me. You know, I am a little busy with the other channel doing a lot of stuff, but I'm still wanting to do videos here on the Movie John channel. So but if you do want to sub to that channel, links in the bottom, give me a sub. That's about it for this video. It's started out as just talking about, do you have a hobby? Do you have a hobby? I got a hobby. It involves a lot of shit. Anyway, this is Movie John. I'm always filming.